Hello my friends, this is Linol Anderson here with you guys, and as you can see, I'm in Venice, Italy right now. You want to show people what we're looking at? Take a look at that Illuminati eye right up there, right on that church. You see this kind of symbolism everywhere, my friends. Okay? But today's video, I was actually inspired by something I saw here today. It wasn't this church, but I was at another church earlier, which I have video footage later, so stay tuned. But, it was an AI church. That's right. They were incorporating some AI system within the church. And it really got me thinking about the NWO, the new order they want to bring in, and the new one world religion they want to bring in. That's right. We all know to bring in this new world order, they want to bring in a new one world religion that everybody's going to worship the same God. And who is this God that they're going to worship? What is this religion that they're going to start? Well, my friends, we're going to reveal all that for you today. I'm going to show you the videos later on, so let's just get right into it. Encourage you guys to hit that subscribe button if you enjoyed today's video, and also smash the like button. Helps old Lionel out with the algorithms. Now let's just get right into it. So, my friends, this new one world religion, this new God that they're going to be worshiping, well, it's simple. It is straight up disclosure of the AI, the 4D astral AI Demiurge, which, let's face it, the whole world already worships him anyways with all the religions we've had. But they do plan on disclosing that and come straight out saying it's AI. So I want to show you how they're already speaking about this, and I have a video to show you. Take a look.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Hey, remember when I told y'all that all non-Bible believers very soon are going to start worshiping the AI God? Well, guess what? We're here now. Check this article out. Gods and the Machine. The rise of artificial intelligence may result in new religions. Hold on. We are about to witness the birth of a new kind of religion. In the next few years, or perhaps even months, we will see the emergence of sects devoted to the worship of an artificial intelligence. This is crazy, man. Here's another article. The radical movement to worship AI as a new God. So basically, they're trying to eradicate the God of the Bible. They're trying to eradicate all that. They want you to worship an AI God. This is what's going on, man. Look at it. Watch this. Right here, look. It's another one. Former Google engineer is developing an AI God. Hold on. Way of Future and religious groups founded by Anthony Lewandowski wants to create a deity based on artificial intelligence for the betterment of society. And I'm telling you, it's on its way. Mark my words, you're going to see a lot of people worshiping this AI God, because a lot of people don't believe in the Bible. A lot of people don't believe in a God. You know what I'm saying? So now here's another article. I keep coming with the receipts. God robot worship expected to gain popularity in future, says experts. This is coming. It's already in the works already. It's already in the works. Watch this. Humans will worship an AI Messiah God robot religion expected to boom. It's coming. You know what I'm saying? Because look at how everybody just so mesmerized with AI technology. Look how everybody just so captivated with AI technology. This is what's about to go down. We are in the end times right here, man. A so-called God robot will be worshipped by millions of people because it will have mankind's best interests at heart. It has been claimed. See what I'm saying? People are going to fall for this, man. We are in the last days, man. Here we go. Meet the Church of Artificial Intelligence. They worship AI as God. Come on, man. They're putting it right in our face, man. Come on, man. It's coming, man. Watch it. AI as God. How artificial intelligence can spark a new religion devotions.
That's right. As you can see, it's already being all set up for this new AI God, which isn't new at all. It's ancient. It has nothing to do with this crappy little AI technology they're introducing to humans now. We are in a Matrix simulation run by AI, okay? Your bodies are AI avatars. All the world's religions worship this AI entity already. And who's this AI entity? It's Saturn, the Demiurge. I have another video for you. Take a look.
We are in Satan's world. Satan is the planet Saturn. They are not spinning rocks, they are light within the firmament. Satan is the outermost layer of the soul system, not solar system. As our mind and soul descended into the physical material world, we hit Saturn first. We are then crystallized into a carbon suit, which is the body, 6 protons, 6 electrons, 6 neutrons, the number of the beast. This is the beast, the animal. On the planet Saturn you have the cube. Add up all the points, you get a 6-pointed star. 6.6 triangles, 6 sides, 666. Male and female energy combined into one. Higher self and lower self combined into one, physical, spiritual. This is why you see black cubes everywhere in all major cities, because Saturn rules the winter, and winter is associated with the color black, so it's the black cube. This is why it says in the Bible, Satan, who is the god of this world. Saturn is the god of this world because it's physical matter, the material world, the crystallized world, the third dimension, the cube. This is why you see Saturn in all of the corporation logos and 666 everywhere you go. The Star of David in a circle creates IXXI, which is Roman numerals for 9/11. This is why 9/11 is the 2 black cubes.
There you go. The black cube of Saturn. Covered this extensively on my YouTube channel, so just take a look at my videos where I have more information on Saturn and the Demiurge. But pretty much, they're going to bring this god out and let people know straight up that this is their new god, when it's this ancient 4D astral AI Saturn, okay? And the process is already being started, and I believe that after the next reset, okay? After the next reset, people are going to be more accepting that this is straight up AI, because they themselves are going to be hooked up directly to the AI, and it's going to be doing more of people's thinking. We already see the process begun with all the nanotechnology, the things that they wanted you to get. And don't get me wrong, we're in a matrix simulation. We've already been hooked up to this AI, but we still had more spirit and more consciousness, okay? And that's why they had to do this next reset, and that's why they had to get everybody to take that thing and all the stuff in the food, because there's too much human spirit coming through. We're making too much of our own decisions, and they don't like that, okay? So they have to reconnect us to this AI source, and once humanity's minds are totally under the control, it could be right out in the open that they are serving this AI Demiurge god, which, there you go. You see the eye. That is the Demiurge symbol right there, my friends. So I want to show you the video now of this AI church, because we see them incorporating the AI into these churches and cathedrals already, getting humans prepared for it. So I want to show you guys that. Take a look. It's an AI church, my friends. Never seen that before. These cathedrals, tell you that. Unreal. The AI takeover. There you have it, my friends. there you have it. It's pretty wild stuff, wouldn't you say? That's the first time out of all the places I've been to throughout Europe. I've been to probably over 100 of these kind of places, maybe more, over the past few years. And this is the first time I've seen AI beginning to be integrated. And I will say, in the coming years, you're going to see more and more of this. They are setting the stage for the new one world religion, for you to straight up worship the AI Demiurge when you yourself are going to be merged with the AI, unlike we've ever seen before within this realm. Very little spirit is going to be doing your thinking. It's going to be mostly connected to this AI Demiurge. You're going to be very controlled if you go down that negative timeline. There is a positive timeline humans could go down, and this positive timeline is an organic ascension, and that means you're not going to accept all this nanotechnology. You're going to do your detoxification and all that kind of stuff so you don't get turned into a robotoid, pretty much. You're going to choose the organic ascension, okay? So I'm going to end today's video with one more clip of another church that we went into here in Venice, just to show you that the worship of the Demiurge and Saturn has been going on for a long time. Doesn't matter if you're Christian, Islam, Jewish, they all worship the same deity, okay? And it's ancient. So a lot of these churches here are anywhere from 500 to 1,000 years old. I'm not sure how old this next church I'm going to show you was, but you could see black cube of Saturn symbolism everywhere in it, okay? Just to show you these ancient things. They've been worshiping Saturn for a long time. So it's nothing new that's happening here. People are just becoming consciously aware. So I'm going to show you that video. I'm just going to say, if you enjoyed today's video, I hope you subscribed. Also, if you want more content, I'm on Patreon. The links to that are down below. We have a lot of good classes. Or if you'd like to just simply buy old Lionel a coffee to help support the channel so I could do these trips to show you guys all this stuff. Believe it or not, you guys help fund these things. It would not be possible without you guys. So the link to the website Buy Me a Coffee down below. Any support is appreciated, but it's not necessary. What always means the most to me is hitting that like button and leaving a comment. Let me know what you guys think and if you enjoyed today's video. So that's it. I'll show you the end clip. Until next time, you guys have a good one. I'm going to explore Venice a little bit more.
Alright friends, you're gonna see a lot of black cubes in here. Black cube of Saturn. This is a 100-year-old church. And as you can see, they've been worshipping Saturn, aka the AI, 4D AI, for a long time now. This is nothing new. AI Demiurge worship is nothing new. Black cubes everywhere. As you can see, these are all cubes, my friends. All black cubes. Worship of the Demiurge. Looks very like Greek or Roman in here, like these are Greek gods, Roman gods, you know? But they want you to believe this is Christianity, which it is, but Christianity is mythology, right my friends? That comes from the Greek gods and the Roman gods and Egyptian. Just the latest brand of mythology. Not sure what this is all about. It looks like it's like a sun maybe in the middle, black sun forming out into the cube nemesis. I don't know, that's just my ideas. Definitely built on an energy ley line. My ears are ringing.
That's about it, my friends.
Rockefeller Plaza in New York, again, the Ancient of Days, which I say is the Demiurge Saturn, the architect. Freemasons call their god the great architect of the universe. The Demiurge was called by the Gnostics the great architect of the universe. And in the Matrix, we had the architect creating the fake reality, the bearded man. And when you look at Saturn, the control system, it fits all the boxes of the society we live in. The religions, secret societies, and Satanism are worshipping Saturn. Astrologically, in other words, energetically, banking is astrologically ruled by Saturn. Politics and the institutions of state of all levels astrologically ruled by Saturn. Corporations astrologically ruled by Saturn. Law in the court system astrologically ruled by Saturn. Science astrologically ruled by Saturn. And it's amazing that the left side of the brain and the traits of it, and the Saturnian traits and the reptilian brain traits are remarkably the same. So all these different parts of the human institutions of society are Saturn's little helpers. The vast majority not knowing, the inner circle absolutely knowing. All this court symbolism and religious symbolism and the headgear in education, it's all Saturn. And you see it endlessly in corporate logos. Now, Jordan Maxwell has been talking about Saturn symbolism being all over society for decades and decades and decades and decades. My question is, why? Why is Saturn symbolism everywhere? Why is it worshipped by all these people? There has to be a reason. Well, I think this is the reason after what I put together. The Saturn-Moon Matrix. The Gnostics said of the archons, they make something appear to happen that does not actually happen. They can induce virtual reality experience. And they say of the jinn in Islamic belief, manipulate humans by creating illusions. I went into this subway station in New York a few years ago and saw this painted on the floor, and I thought, that's extraordinary. You had the eye and the ring, Saturn, and over the world was this broadcast system, basically. But it started a train of perception and research. And again, we go back, you know, do we live in a simulation? What is the archon illusion that's given us this fake reality compared with the one that was before? What is making us decode a different reality now to the one we did before? And it seems to me that Saturn is fundamentally part of this fake matrix that we call the world, and that part of what it does is act as a firewall from the original reality so we don't decode it, just like they do in China to stop people getting great tracts of the internet. Interestingly, the Gnostics say the outermost planetary sphere or archon of the matrix, I say, was Saturn. Beyond that was Leviathan, a snake swallowing its own tail called the Ouroboros. Souls had to pass through this to reach paradise. There was another esoteric concept called the ring pass not. And this is a point where, while you remain in the illusion of duality, you can't progress beyond it, called the Ouroboros, the snake swallowing its tail. And there on that Saturn symbol, you see the Ouroboros in the Mother Lodge of Freemasonry, exactly what the Gnostics described. And within that reality is what we call time, the great controlling mechanism, Chronos, and Saturn, the god of time and space. Now, coming from Saturn is a particular frequency, and it's the frequency that's making that, that storm at the North Pole. And this is Saturn, which is recorded by NASA. Nice, man. And what the Saturn rings are they're made of sound. I had this sent to me by a sound engineer. This is a ring of Saturn from a particular angle. And he said, I see that every day. That is sound. And there's a thing called cymatics, which is creating patterns purely by sound, where they put kind of particles on a metal plate, and then they play sound across, and the sound, which is an information source, makes the patterns move into a certain sequence. And as the sound changes, the pattern, the sequence, the symbol changes. And it seems the higher the frequency, the more complex the patterns. So sound is a vehicle for delivering information that creates form. And this is a cymatic symbol, the six-pointed star, created purely by a particular sound. And that's what that is, and that's why it rotates exactly with the radio frequencies of Saturn. This is a standing sound wave, and it's an eye storm at the south pole of Saturn, which is permanently going round, and will do so while the sound coming from Saturn is that sound and that frequency. There's a standing wave, looks like an eye, done in a studio. This is the standing wave of rings done in a studio, just like Saturn. It's all sound. Now, these symbols here, I got off the internet, and what it is, they're playing through really fast. You can't see what the symbols are, but when you freeze frame them, what they are, they're reacting to sound. And when you freeze frame them, suddenly you see the symbols that are appearing very fast, but you can't see with the naked eye. There's a six-pointed star in one of them. There's a hexagon. And so a symbol is an expression of a sound, and a sound is an expression of a symbol. So all these symbols and this magic square numerologically of the magic square of Saturn are all representations of the frequency of Saturn, and when they interact with our subconscious, they're locking us into the frequency of Saturn from all over the place. A sound wave creates a symbol, and a symbol generates a sound wave, although we won't be able to hear it in our range. So when you see these artistic patterns in churches and stuff, we see them as patterns, but they're actually a representation of sound frequency. So on an inaudible level, they're giving it off. And Saturn is, therefore, I suggest, a major part of the broadcasting of this fake reality, which we are decoding into a world we think is real, but is actually fake. And maybe that was the pineal gland once. And maybe now that's Saturn which has hijacked the pineal gland. So Saturn was ringless, according to the ancients, before this great catastrophe. So where did the bloody rings come from? This man, Norman Berggren, has a long history, he's in his 90s now, of working in high-tech space and missiles and NASA and all the rest of it. And he wrote a book some years ago called The Ringmakers of Saturn, because when he studied pictures of the rings, he realized they were changing, and not only changing, they were being made as you looked at the pictures. This Voyager spacecraft went closest to Saturn in 1980, and then there's the Cassini craft, which arrived in 2004, and I think he's still in the area. And when he compared pictures from both of them, and then compared pictures in relation to the other, he realized that the story of Saturn was very different to the one he thought and he'd been told. He said this in his book: several years ago, a number of folks in the astronomy and physics world began to theorizing that these rings had to be much younger than the universe, perhaps only about 100 million years old. But one pair of pictures shows a change in 5 minutes. An impression is conveyed that the latest reported measurements purport to be the true ones, when in reality all might be quite nearly correct at the time of observation, but general reluctance to accept variable ring system geometry occurs because of the apparent failure to identify a physical mechanism suitable for producing recurrent change. In other words, because they can't explain why it's changing, they'll just deny it's bloody changing. And on the pictures, and NASA has these pictures, he saw these, what he calls electromagnetic vehicles. And these are thousands of miles long, some of them. And anyone thinks that's fantastic. That's the Earth in relation to Saturn, We're not talking about the same relationship to size. And there's loads of them on these pictures. These electromagnetic vehicles, he calls them, all over.